What's up Pixel Peepers, it's Arsh here. Question is, why so many people are hating the new MacBook Pro? Before this new MacBook Pro, last year's MacBook Pro had all the ports a person would ever need to do all the work. And before that MacBook, older MacBook Pro even had a CD drive, a Firewire port and Ethernet port. So when Apple removed those two main I/O ports from previous gen MacBook, people got mad and Apple gave a reason that nobody uses CD drive anymore and Wi-Fi is more advanced than Ethernet. People hated Apple at first, but then they realized that Apple was right. And previous gen MacBook had all the necessary ports like HDMI, SD card, Thunderbolt and USB-A port. And now Apple showed us latest MacBook with almost no ports in general. People got way more mad, but is Apple right this time also? Hear my opinion first and then I would love to hear yours. When you pay nearly $3,500, you will obviously expect it would do your job without any barriers and hurdles. But this is a complete opposite in the case of new MacBook. It has 4 USB-C type ports. This I/O port is so new that every device we use in daily life has no connection or comes close to this port. Like if you want to connect your external hard disk, you need an adapter. If you want to connect your MacBook to TV, you need an adapter. To connect your phone, you need an adapter. To copy your data from SD card, you need an adapter. And the worst part is, Apple is not including any adapter in the box, and that's bad, knowing that you are paying premium of $3,000 to $4,000 for just a laptop. This is a pro level machine, and it is mostly used by industry people who are working as photographers and filmmakers. But now the professional industry is not happy with Apple as they feel abandoned. Every year there is new iPhone or so, but no new Macs. Apple takes about 3 to 4 years to show a new generation of Macs. Why are filmmakers so unhappy? Because when you're working on sets and film shoots, you are already working with tons of equipment, and carrying all those new adapters is adding more to it rather than making life simpler for them. People are angry at the fact that they will have to purchase the whole bunch of adapters to do everyday things on their laptop. And those adapters are not cheap. They are priced generally around $40 to $50. And if you lose one, then it's again another reason to cry again. And I completely agree with all those people who are angry with this new MacBook. But the best thing about technology is it is ever changing and something new is always coming, and change is always good. See this image. First, we needed the whole bunch of different cables for every different thing. But people have worked so hard to bring up one standard I/O port, and it's clearly working. Now, one single port can do all these things. Rather than having a different port for different things, one day every device you will use in future will have USB-C port, but SD card will still need its own dedicated port. So Apple should include one in future MacBook. Companies are working hard to bring USB-C port to their every device because this is the future. So brace yourself. Just because Apple did it in a most aggressive way, that's why people are hating it most. But for your information, Google was the first one to adapt USB-C port with Nexus 6P and Nexus 5X. Then came OnePlus 2 with USB-C port. I'm not defending Apple with this, but I'm doing my job as a reviewer by giving you both negatives and positives of MacBook. And I even told you who started the USB-C revolution first. I think USB-C port will stay with us for a very long time. And this is the best I/O port we have ever had. I think people are over-exaggerating this new MacBook thing. Oh, you need these many adapters and it's just a hassle to carry all of them around. But if you calm yourself down first and go through internet properly, you will get the right adapter for all your needs, problem solved. This one is linked down below and it can do everything you can think of. So no more crying. New technology is uncomfortable at first. The transition from old technology to new technology is very uncomfortable. But if no one pushes the technology, then who will? Somebody will have to take the first step. My question to every one of you is, just because it is Apple, are you hating them for the new USB-C port or because they make one of the most expensive products in the world? What if Microsoft would have taken this first step? Would you have hated them also equally? Thanks for watching. Until then, take care of those pixels.